lane. Sammy Smith to his inside. Christian Eckes in that second row. Green flag is back out. Eckes doesn't come up to speed. It's going to stack the field up. Several cars involved in a multi-car incident. As they go to turn one, it collected Justin Allgaier, Carson Quapple. Remember, Eckes was on that same strategy as Ryan Sieg.
Yes, he was, and he did not come up to speed. Chris Wilner, I'm not so sure Christian Eckes didn't run out of fuel coming to the green flag.
And that's exactly right. As they were going through the shifts, it started to stumble, and Christian Eckes just was a sit and duck collecting the field. So, unfortunately for Christian Eckes, involved in that incident, again, was on the same strategy as Ryan Sieg. Ryan Sieg stumbling before, and unfortunately Christian on this restart.
Nick Sanchez also caught up in the incident. That car into the outside wall going into turn number one. A lot of right side and left front damage. Justin Allgaier limping that car back around to the pit lane. One of many cars suffering damage in a multi-car restart incident within the final 10 laps here at Rockingham. Lucky caution number 13 has turned into a red flag here as they continue to clean up the incident in turn number one, including the Nick Sanchez car. That'll be brought to the NASCAR Xfinity Series garage. So the field, what's left of the field, has stopped on the back straightaway.
Yeah, they have as they continue the cleanup down there. This is turning into an interesting race now because of the Sunoco fuel situation. I mean, there's one thing to gamble, and I tip my cap to Ryan Sieg and his team and to Christian Eckes and their team, but they missed their gamble, and it was huge, Steve Post. It wasn't just a miss by a lap or two. They missed by 10 to 11 laps.
Yeah, the number I heard, the top number I heard was 85, and they were trying to go 100. But I'm going to go back to what Sam McCauley said. He said this is a moving target, and it could shift 7 or 8 laps either direction. So, maybe if you're Matt Noyce, maybe you were feeling good about the fuel mileage and felt like you were in good shape. The other challenge is I'm not sure that Matt Noyce planned on running that with Jesse Love inside, outside, up the tailpipe and everything else. So they probably had to push it a little harder than they wanted to. So you're right, and it turns out we're sitting here Monday morning quarterbacking it on a Saturday afternoon. It was not close, and unfortunately, he and others are now caught up in a big mess. And the cleanup on the big mess, Justin Allgaier's crew is down here. They've got damage on 3 of the 4 corners. The Nick Sanchez car has been pulled off the racetrack. It's right across from where we're at here, and there's just some absorbent, some fluid absorbing it down, but everything looks good with a safer barrier and everything, and they're going to get things buttoned up down here on the racetrack pretty soon. But, yeah, going back to the fuel strategy, you're putting yourself out there and you're hoping for the best, and unfortunately this time it didn't work out, and it didn't work out for a lot of people because of running out of fuel coming to green.
It's a tough break. It really is when you're trying to do what you can do. Everybody wants to take home that trophy to be the return winner of the Xfinity Series here at Rockingham Speedway. And it's a tough one, Chris Wilner, but, that's part of the game. Sometimes you got to make the roll of the dice.
That's right, and Phillip Bell's rolling the dice as well with fuel. All these cautions, a red flag. How much is left in the tank, you think, for Sammy?
I think there's enough. We for sure have enough to make it. All we want to do right now, we want to stay focused on winning this race, right? Like, Sammy's done a hell of a job all day. Let's go out and finish it right.
How does a driver save fuel, especially when you're not sure how much is left and we don't know how many more cautions we're going to have?
Well, it's easy under caution. I mean, you're cutting it off. Under green, you're mainly lifting early and less brake, but it's hard to make time and save fuel.
All right, he's going to get back with the headset on, and the calculations continue of how much fuel is aboard some of these race cars, but again, pretty confident for Sammy Smith, who's running up there in the top 3.
As the field comes back to life on the back straightaway and begins to roll through the banking of turns 3 and 4, however, most of them on the apron. And they continue to go into fuel-saving mode here as the jet blowers come to life here on the front straightaway to finish up the cleanup down in turn number 1.
Rockingham Speedway is high banked in the corners, and even on the straightaway, it's 7 degrees of banking. So why do the drivers go to the apron? It's because the fuel pickup for the fuel cell is in the right rear corner of the fuel cell. So when you're running at speed and all that inertia forces all the fuel in the cell, even on the banking, to go up and up to the right, that's where the fuel pickup is. And when you run under caution, that fuel just simply sloshes back down to the left side of the fuel tank. So these drivers, when you get low on fuel, try to get down on the apron of the racetrack, trying to keep as much fuel as they can on the right rear corner of the fuel cell.